Hello, Symphonic Band, Brass and Woodwinds. We're on to page 26 now. This is a scale page, so it won't be too terribly imposing other than the fact that it's one of the 5 keys you need to play for the third quarter scales. It's concert G. Okay, we just got off a concert D flat, now here we are in concert G. So it'll give you good practice. Again, if you don't know this scale or aren't familiar with it and haven't passed it off yet, this will give you good practice. So this whole page is dedicated to concert G. All right. So before we begin, just a quick programming note here. We will not do the last 2 exercises, 123 and 124. The balance, bill, and the chorale. Don't do those exercises. We will stop at the chromatic scale. All right. So. All right, now we're also going to talk at the conclusion of the lesson about this situation with octaves, and I'm going to just go over each exercise and make sure you all understand about the octave divises here and what octave you feel comfortable playing in. All right, we'll take a quick break. We'll start the lesson, and then after the lesson's done, we'll come right back with a wrap-up. So here's page 26. Everybody, right after this brief break, stay tuned. We'll be right back. Okay, we lead off with number 118, scale and arpeggio. This is the concert G scale. It is one of the scales that will be, or that's one of your 5 scales that's due here in this third quarter, concert G. Now you've got here the trumpet part, which has got notes in divisi by octave. If any of you have this, don't forget, you can choose either or and pick the octave that's more comfortable for you. So trumpets, if you don't think you can get the high A, play the lower octave. A low brass, same thing. If you've got divisi and you don't want to go for the high G, take the lower octave. Anybody else, again, Woodwinds, if you've got this divisi, choose the more comfortable octave, okay? We don't need to finger silently on this first one. Let's just go ahead and play it. Here we go. Ready? 118, let's play. Here we go. 1, 2, ready, and. Okay, now we go to number 119, exercise in thirds. Okay. I would say watch your key signature. Again, you can see it's 3 sharps for the trumpet, which means it's 3 sharps for the clarinets, tenor sax, and bass clarinet. We have 4 sharps for the alto and bari sax, and 1 sharp for the flutes and the low brass. Finger silently. Clarinets, I don't think we have any weird fingerings. You do have a B natural and you have a C sharp here. Here we go. 1, 2, listen, and. Then you will have issues with the pinkies. Okay? Remember the B and the C sharp, left, right, manage it however you can. The D is natural, so you don't have to worry about that. I don't think you have to worry about the C on the left, or there's no C anyway, they're all C sharps. So I would say just be careful about your pinkies. Again, if it's up an octave. Here we go, ready? 119, everybody. 1, 2, ready, and. Arpeggio Study. Again, trumpets, don't blow your brains out here in the high A's, and the low brass when you have the high G's. Again, be careful. Check your fingering chart. For the fingering, it's not fourth, it's I think -1 or -2 or something like that. Check your fingering chart. Trombones and of course baritone, the high G is 1 and 2, so that's not a problem for you. Here we go, finger silently. 1, 2, listen, and. Here we go, 120, 1, 2, ready, and. Okay, we have 3 more to go, so we'll take a break here and get right back with the next exercises. Stay tuned, we'll be right back. Alright, number 121, 2-part etude, line A. Alright, finger silently. Ready, and now. You don't want the 16th notes to be unplayable, so be careful, watch the tempo on the 8th notes. Here we go, 1, 2, ready, and. And line B. Now again, trumpets here, the range is low A up 2 octaves. This is a 2-octave range. And other students may have the same issue also. It's got to be flexible and playing all registers of the horn. Here we go. Ready? Here we go. Finger silently. 1, 2, ready, and. Chromatic scale. This is just a chromatic scale from concert G to concert G. Do, day in 4/4, so we're not going cut time or anything. Here we go. Let's play it, okay? Let's just play it. Here we go. Ready? Chromatic scale. 1, 2, ready, and. So we are finished. So stay tuned for this conclusion to our lesson. I'll be right back with the final word on this week's page. Stay tuned. We'll be right back. Okay, that's page 26. So as promised, let's go ahead and kind of just do a quick rehash here. Now, on 118 scale in arpeggio, okay, it looks like clarinet, you do have a choice in octave unless it's it says, well, flute, if I'm sorry, let me go back up. Flute cues lower octave, okay. Clarinets, either you do have a choice in octaves, or my score tells me the upper octave is for the soprano clarinets and the lower octaves for the bass clarinets. So if that is the case, clarinets, then you're going to have to go B on the left, C sharp on the right, in the first measure, and then coming down where it comes up again in the third measure, coming down. B on the left, C sharp on the right. Please don't play both on the left or both on the right. B on the left, C sharp on the right. Okay, again with the pinkies, okay? Alto saxophones, Okay, you've got lower octave Qs. In that second measure of 118, you've got B, C sharp, D sharp, E. Those are probably unfamiliar notes for some of you. Please hit your fingering charts and look them up. It involves those three side keys on the, well, actually they're on your left hand, the left hand upper, those three side keys. It will involve those. It might also involve the right hand side key, the upper one. Again, hit your fingering charts if you have that. If you have it cued in the lower octave and want to play it in the lower octave, go ahead. And tenor sax, nothing real flaming there. Okay, low brass, it looks like, yes, you do have a choice in octaves, so if you don't want to play all the way up to the high G, just take it down. That would be both the trombone and the baritone. Okay? Now, and the exercise in thirds. Okay, clarinet, I'm seeing the same thing here. I'm guessing that you have the upper notes and the bass clarinet has the lower notes. So once again, I'm seeing here in 119 clarinets, again, pinkies, B on the left and C sharp on the right. Okay, write the letters in if you have to. B on the left, C sharp on the right. Okay? And I don't see anything else there that's extraordinary. Okay? In 120 flutes, you have a choice of upper or lower octave. The upper G is the same as the regular G except minus the thumb, but then you have to support the flute here in the crotch of your first finger with the bone right here. When you play notes that do not involve the thumb, that's the high G and also the high A flat, which does not come up here. But the high G, again, if you don't know the fingering, it's just like a regular G, thumb, 1, 2, 3, pinky, except take off the thumb. And then overblow it a little bit and you get the upper G. Okay? And there isn't anything else there that's out of the ordinary. On the 121 line A, soprano clarinets again, well actually bass clarinet too. You'll have to play, it's clarion, B on the left, C sharp on the right. So bass clarinets, B on the left, C sharp on the right. Okay, careful. And again, the chromatic scale, flutes, you have a choice. You can use the lower octave if you wish. Alto sax, you have a choice. You can use the lower octave if you wish on 122. Okay. According to this, the baritone, you have on 122 cued down an octave. I believe you do. Okay. All right. So, well, that's kind of involved here, isn't it? Again, we're doing the best we can. We can't do this in person, so we have to do it, of course, through a computer and through the magic of video. So I hope everybody got everything straight. If you have any questions, you can ask me like during a rehearsal or come see me during one of the office hours at the 12:15 hour or the 2:15 hour. If you have any questions on this, especially you clarinets with the pinkies, saxophones, altos with those very high notes, you can check with me and, Mr. Pickett, am I playing the note right? And I'll be able to tell you. Okay? As always, stay healthy, stay safe, and stay busy. Okay? And let's again hope that we don't spend the whole year like this. Maybe we can get some time live in person before the end of the year. We can only hope. Okay? Have a great week, everybody. This is Mr. Pickett saying so long, and have a great week. Please, again, continue to work hard. You guys are doing a great job. And don't forget to pass off your scales, all right? Thank you, everybody, and bye-bye.